And this is Tim Old Man Gig.
In 1 mile, make a left
What this
turn
video
on
is going to be
Street.
about is me talking with the Uber customer support, and then me going tearing up on them. All right, so it's a lengthy video because, of course, I'm talking to customer support. I've tried to minimize with pausing the video and things like that. So please excuse the length of the video. I apologize for that. So, but please, it's interesting. It's it goes through the steps and the frustration us drivers have to go through when we have to call customer support because it's something that's beyond our control and everything else. So I please hope you enjoy, get some laughs out of it. I'll give you one to laugh at right now because I get requests, and I've got a request to someone says they like it when I do my little dance on the thing, so they said they want to see me doing more dances. So here's my little happy crab dance, even though I'm not happy. But I'll do my little happy crab dance for you. So I hope you enjoyed that. Whoever requested it, it was for you. So there we go, and we'll get into the video right now with me on hold with the Uber Eats customer support.
Thank you so much, Caroline.
Well, I don't know if you can hear that music there. That's my on-hold music because I'm on the phone with Uber Eats because I had a delivery this morning and I completed the delivery, took the picture of the photo, submitted everything. It went through. It showed it was completed. Then about a half hour later, I got another order, and I always constantly check back on the earnings section. And that order that I'd done, about an hour and a half later, is showing $0, and it said rider canceled, or the customer canceled the order. And I'm like, and it showed me I'm getting compensated $0, and that's not right. So I've been going back and forth with Uber customer service in whatever, India or wherever it's at. And this is the first time I've had any major issues with Uber, and I'm not a happy camper because I get put on hold and I get bounced around. I get put on hold, I get bounced around, and they want to, I want full compensation for the complete order delivery because I completed it. And I tell them, look, I completed it on my end per the contract, so I fulfilled my contractual obligation through being an independent contractor and doing this, and so I expect to be compensated fully for my work that I did. Whether or not you allowed that customer to cancel after the order was delivered, or you let them cancel and you didn't update it in time for me not to process and complete the order, then that's on them, and I still need to get paid fully for it because I use my gas and my time to get the delivery done. I guess the people initially on customer support aren't authorized for that. They can okay for a $2 or a $3, and I'm like, no, I want full compensation. I'm not taking no $3. I'm not taking no $5. I want the full, it was like $10 and some odd cents compensation on it because that's what the offer was. I completed it, and so now we're going to go back and forth with their customer support and see what I can get done. Like I said, I've been fighting with this for 30-40 minutes now, but I've been doing other deliveries in between that, but I'm not telling them that. I'm telling them, they're costing me money by keep putting me on hold and bouncing me around, and it's not making me very happy. So I don't know why that order was canceled. If it got canceled while it was in transit and it just didn't get updated to me, or that's the one thing I don't like about Uber Eats, that if an order gets canceled in between, like on Doordash,
Hello,
at least.
Timothy?
Yes, sir.
Hello. I just want to ask is it a canceled order or a canceled ticket?
It is a canceled order after the delivery was completed. It went.
Is it around 7:31 a.m.?
Yes, sir. That's the time, 7:31 a.m. It was going from Chick-fil-A to 241 Shadow Line Drive, and I can give you the apartment number, but we're being recorded, so I don't want to say the apartment number.
So thank you so much for the clarification. I'm going to process with this, okay? So can I please go for another 2 minutes?
Yes, and I expect full compensation for it. I'm not taking partial
Okay.
because I completed it.
Thank you so much. Stay on the line. Thank you so much.
So this is what I've been going through. Like I said, the address I gave is has over like 90 freaking units in it. So me just giving the address, nobody's gonna know who the actual person was. So, and I'm not gonna give no names. It's just the restaurant that I picked it up from, so that way they can kind of know that I know which order it was and why. And at least he picked it up the first time that was the other guy was trying to figure out some other order, and I'm like, it was an order that I declined, and I'm like, I'm not talking about an order I declined. I'm talking about an order that I completed. So like I said, I still got orders coming in, but this is how it is, and this is the bad part about it when things go bad, and it's annoying. And I can record him because they have me recorded on the other end, so they should be expected to record it. Yes.
Hello, Timothy.
Yes.
Thank you so much for staying on the line. With regards to your concern, I'm going to transfer you to ubereats department so that they can talk to you and process with your concern. Okay?
Okay.
Because they are the right department regarding with your concern. Okay?
Okay. Same thing I went through the last
time. Thank you so much for understanding. Stay on the line.
It's the same thing that happened the first time I called. Then when they transferred me over to them, they had to look into it again and reinvestigate it. So let's see how this one goes. This is, customer complaint, and this isn't a customer complaint. This is a contractor complaint, and this is what I don't like. So while I'm on hold waiting for whoever to talk to, somebody had asked me, and I know my videos that you see this stuff back here, and right over here I have my little blue tote to where I'm getting to somebody to see.
Hi, thank you for calling the support. My name is JV. How can I help you today?
Yeah, okay. Hey, well, I'm just calling in regards to this order that was canceled on me this morning after the order was completed, and it showed completed on my end, and then later on, about an hour and a half, when I was looking back in my earnings area, that order was shown as a $0 amount, and that the writer canceled, or the customer canceled the order, but I had completed the order. I had picked it up, completed it, dropped it off, completed, submitted the photo, everything that I'm supposed to be doing on my end, and now it's showing me $0. And I completed my contractual agreement with y'all. I took the order for the contracted amount, and I completed the order, and now I'm not, just because the customer canceled it and you all let them and let the app complete the order, I should be fully compensated for that order, and no partial or anything else, because I spent the full time to complete that order.
I understand. Well, that really sounds confusing indeed of why that happened, and frustrating as well. Allow me to look into that order in order for us to check what exactly happened so we can correct that. By the way, I just want to confirm, can I get your first and last name?
Okay, hold on one second.
Can you please the name of the customer?
I don't have the name. I do not have the name of the customer. Once the customer information is completed or whatever, we no longer see that on the app. I can tell you the time of the order was at 7:31. It went from Chick-fil-A to an address at 241 Shadowline Drive.
Well, let me go ahead and look into that information in order for me to get the needed details so that we could correct this one. Would it be okay if I could put you on hold briefly for like 1 to 2 minutes?
That's fine.
Thank you so much, Timothy. One moment, please.
Again, on hold for 1 to 2 minutes. They transferred me from one person to another they should be putting notes in on the account under the trouble area, so when they transfer me to somebody else, that person can instantly bring it up, and I shouldn't have to re-explain everything to them. That information should already be there for them. I mean, because we're in the day and age of technology. I mean, come on, even 30 years ago, when I was working in an office amongst multiple people, we had the ability on the computer to put a note right then and there, and then if I had to transfer it to somebody, I would transfer it over to them and tell them this is who it is and this is their account. The notes are in there, so when they picked it up, they can see the notes on the computer that what I told them or what we had discussed previously, and that outcome and why they're talking to them now. But here it is 30 years later and upgrading technology, and we still can't get that kind of stuff done. And this call has been going on for 20 minutes now, or 19 and a half minutes now. Like I said, this is the lull time here in the morning, so I have I have nothing else going on, no orders coming in right at this moment. If I would have had any order coming in, it would have been for Chick-fil-A, but I wouldn't be able to pick them up until 10:40 because they don't start doing their lunch orders until 10:30. But yet the Doordash app will take their lunch orders starting at 10:15, so you can sit there for 20 minutes waiting on an order. So I was pausing and not taking any of those orders. But going back to this, back here in this, I have a blue tote back here, which when I'm out and about, sometimes I'll hit yard sales or whatever it may be, or in other antique shops or areas where I can possibly do some picking. And then have some people ask me what this is. This is a pillow. I have a pillow in here. I told just because my back gets sore or whatever, and I just put it behind my back. Especially if I'm driving long distances or a long time, so that's what that is. And then there's another little box. It's just a cardboard box where it's the same thing. It just has some wrappings. I have bubble wrap and other paper, so if I find things, I can wrap them up and put them in there. So later on, I can go when I go to my booths, I can get those items out. So that's kind of the stuff I keep back in the back of the car. That's why I don't take Walmart grocery orders, because I'm not putting anybody's grocery order up here in the front. It'll go in the back, but I don't have no room back there because I keep this other stuff. So that gives me a reason not to take Walmart orders. See if this guy's getting ready to come back. Nope, doesn't look like it. For a minute or two, and here we're going on 5 minutes. So Well, I'm gonna just go ahead and pause this and wait for him to get back on, then we'll start.
Are you waiting, Timothy?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm still in the process of checking the information that you gave me. I just came back because I actually need more time. So would it be okay if I continue putting you on hold for another 1 to 2 more minutes?
Well, pretty soon I'll be asking you guys to pay me for my time sitting here on hold, because I can't take any other orders and drive and talk on the phone while you guys keep me on hold.
I totally understand that.
So you guys are costing me money. You're costing me money in regards to giving me money that I'm just due per the contract. This is basic contract law.
Yes, you are correct there. That's
so then let's get it resolved.
And that's what I'm currently doing. It's just that I cannot do it instantaneous. I need more time. That's why I'm asking you if I can put you on hold so I can work on it.
Okay, you guys, what was your computer slow or something? I mean, you guys give me the orders like that, so okay, let's go. Go ahead, let's get it done.
Thank you. I'll put you on hold now. 1 moment.
BS. Well, we'll put it on pause again until they come back.
Are you waiting, Timothy?
Yes.
Okay, so here is what I have found regarding this situation. It shows here that yes, you are correct. You indeed completed the order. However, prior to you arriving to the restaurant to pick up the order, the customer already canceled the order on their end. And that is why that is what you're seeing also on your end, even though you completed the order. So for this situation, since you were able to still deliver the order despite it being canceled, what I could just do instead is to provide you a compensation of $4 for what, of course, all the efforts that you have done in delivering the order still, despite them already canceling it.
Well, then why did the app let me fulfill the order if the order was canceled? Can you answer that one? Why did the app, once it was canceled on that end, why did the app let me go ahead and pick up the order instead of canceling it before I picked it up? Why did it let me show me picking it up and then let me deliver it, wasting my time, which is more than $4 worth of my time? That's just not right. That's not my problem. I fulfilled the contract. I expect to be paid fully for the contract.
I got you there. Totally understand your point.
That's contract law. I fulfilled my end of the contract. If just because there was a glitch or a problem on your end does not mean I'm not an employee. I'm an independent contractor. I fulfilled my contract. I want full compensation for that.
Allow me to check in what else we could do aside from what I have mentioned. Just give me one moment, okay?
Okay. Because like I said, I fulfilled my contract. Now you guys need to, otherwise you're in breach of contract.
I understand. So I'm gonna have to put you on hold again for another minute or two while I check for other options aside from what I've mentioned in order for this to be fulfilled, okay?
Okay. Here we go again. $4. They want to give me $4. Are they serious? No, I want full compensation. And I will fight for it because it's contract. I fulfilled my end of the contract. Let's see what they come back with. They think putting me on hold. They're not hurting me. I've already done $100 for the morning. So, like I said, this is the slow time before lunch kicks in. So, this is usually when I'll eat something, but this is better than eating. I love doing this. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. To me, this is hilarious because number one, it does piss me off, but number two, you just got to fight back with them and let them know where you stand. You're not an employee. So let's see what they come up with. Like I said, the issue is not on my end. It's not like I did not deliver the order. It's not like, and I'm demanding payment. They acknowledge I fulfilled the contract. So they need to fulfill their end of the contract. Just because a glitch happened on their end is not my problem. I still get compensated for fulfilling the contract. That's contract law. I mean, I'm not gonna. What can I do? Take them to maybe for small claims court for $6? The filing fee is $12. So and you can only collect damages. You can't even get damages because there's only damages my time. So let's see what they come up with. To me now it's just a matter of principle. It's not a matter of the dollar. It's not a matter of anything else. It's a matter of the principle of the matter. And I will keep going on this. If I have to, I'll go Karen on their ass and ask to speak to a manager. That's the next step. Old man gig going Karen. Okay? I'm here.
Okay, well, yeah, I actually looked for all other options that I can find regarding what you mentioned to me. However, I just pretty much found the same thing. It really does show on our end here that order had already been
But I don't care what it shows. You don't understand. I don't care what it shows on your end. Why did it allow me to pick it up if it was canceled before I was able to do the pickup?
Well, honestly, that's the part that I'm also.
So I
trying
just need to
check
be
myself,
I just need to be compensated fully for it, or I would like to talk to your manager.
Well, the most that we could really provide for this type of situation that is what I've mentioned, which is the $4, and anything above that is something that we cannot provide anymore.
You can't, or you or whoever, the company. Are you saying the
Not
company?
me, it's we.
We as in the company, right?
Yes.
So that's what they're going to stand with. Okay, go ahead. Compensate. Oh, here's what. How about this? How about this? Also get credited for the trip, so I can get that 45-cent fuel surcharge on it. Why don't we do that as well? Because right now I get zero, and I get no fuel surcharge compensation on that as well. Because it's not a completed trip, even though you guys are acknowledging that I fulfilled the contract. You're acknowledging that, right? That I completed it. It's showing that I completed it. Whether I was allowed to or not, I completed it, correct? Is that correct? Is that
Actually, not really.
No, you just told me before. You just told me before that it showed that I completed the order. And we have this recorded, right? And these phone calls are recorded.
Sorry if you must have mistaken what I meant by that. I was just referring that I am agreeing to what you said, but on my end,
the best you can do.
That while
the best you can do is the $4.
When you arrived at the restaurant, that is correct. But again, let me just repeat. When I checked our system as far as how did this order went through on our system, it shows that it got canceled the moment that you arrived at the restaurant already.
Okay, so it does not show that I picked it up. It does not show my picture. It does not show the completion. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it doesn't. Yes, it doesn't. It shows indeed that the order is canceled.
So okay. Well, I completed it. I got snapshots of it. Because I take snapshots of everything I do. So, okay, so that's where we're going to stand. So go ahead and give me the $4. I want a number, for I can talk to somebody else up in Uber Eats about this and about their app issue and things like that. Can you provide me a number?
I'll go ahead and check if there's any number that I can provide you pertaining to that.
Like,
but with regards to that matter, if you want, I can actually document everything that we have discussed, and definitely I will
because that's
go ahead and provide a feedback of what.
And so you're saying I can't talk? I can't talk.
Again.
I can't talk to a supervisor.
No, I'm not saying you can't.
Okay, I would like to talk to a supervisor. I would like to talk to a supervisor.
Well, okay. Just give me one quick second while I go ahead and look for one that is available to talk to you.
Okay, and I know what you're going to do. You're just going to hand me off to the next guy and pretend to be the supervisor and all that. So don't do that. I want to talk to an actual supervisor.
Don't worry. Of course. Just one moment.
Let's see what he brings me. So while I got them on hold, I got a Chick-fil-A order in that I just got to drive around the parking lot to go pick up. So I'm going to go pick that up and while I'm on hold with them, and then I'll go do that pickup and I'll start the delivery. But unfortunately, I got to end the video while I'm doing the pickup because you won't be able to hear the conversation that I'll have on the phone if they get back to me. So let me put this on pause. Okay, well, I went in there and picked up that order while I was in there. I don't know if this is still going to allow me to record or whatever, cut off. So I know that portion was saved. I'm just waiting for the supervisor now to get on the phone. So let's see what happens from there. I'll pause this.
We have Iris here, one of the supervisors, and she will go ahead and continue with the call with you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, and again, thank you so much for choosing Uber support. You have a great day.
Hello, this is Iris, one of the supervisors. So you've been connected directly with us with not satisfied resolution from the previous agent.
No, absolutely not satisfied.
Before we proceed, we'd like to let you know that
I'm absolutely
before we
not.
proceed, this call is recorded.
I'm sorry, what now?
Yes, before we proceed, we'd like to let you know that this call is recorded for quality and training purposes.
Absolutely, so you're being recorded as well. It's a two-way street. You get to record and I get to record.
Before we proceed, can I...
Well,
and before we proceed, can I also verify your full name and location address for verification?
okay, hold on here.
Thank you. And yes, Timothy, I was actually advised and explained what happened on this actual trip. Given on this record, the trip that you're referring to is the actual Bongo trip, right?
I'm sorry, what now? I can barely even hear you. What is it that you said?
You're referring to a trip that was canceled, right?
Yeah, I guess, well, what the guy was telling me was the order was canceled for supposedly before I picked up the order, but yet they hung up on me. Can you believe that? They hung up on me. And I'm not calling them back because he compensated me the $4. That's all they was going to do. So they hung up on me. You know, I guess they were trying to warn me that I'm being recorded, so I better watch what I was going to say. But they were being recorded as well. Hold on, maybe this is them. Hello.
Hello, this is Iris again, one of the supervisors.
Oh yeah. And somehow we got somehow we got disconnected there. Thank you for calling back.
Yes.
So
You're very much welcome. Yes, so
my issue is
yes,
the app still let me complete the delivery. So whether there was a glitch in the app or anything like that, that's not a me issue. That's not a my problem. That is a your guys' problem. Would you agree?
I do understand the frustration on your part. However, I did actually review the records during the system, and given on our records, it shows that the actual trip was canceled by the customer itself.
I understand that's what it was showing, but the app still allowed me to complete the delivery. So therefore, there is an issue with your app. Now, are you going to report that up?
You can somehow say that. Alright. I'll be actually providing a report. Is there any way for you to at least provide us a screenshot as a proof of what happened for this one? Because this will be a follow-up document that you'll have to have. I understand that you're referring to that this happened, yes, and there are really times that there are glitches from you happening down. However, we cannot provide a confirmed information without us providing as well a proof directly to our specialized team to conduct an investigation. Because right now, I did actually review records here on our end, and we haven't received any reports that the actual app is not functioning in regards about.
Well, evidently it's not.
And
otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting on the phone for you guys for 2 hours for $6. So it is a principle of the matter, not just me trying to get $6 out of Uber Eats. All right, I can do 3 other deliveries in that time of the 2 hours while I've been sitting there disagreeing with it and trying to prove my point of $6. You think I only make $6 in 2 hours? I'm making $3 an hour. So it's not a matter of the time. It's not a matter of the money. It's a matter of the principle. principle of the matter is that whether or not there was an issue on your guys' part, please let me explain and don't talk over me. Whether or not there was an issue on your guys' part is not my problem. Okay, I'm an independent contractor. You may get away with this with employees. I'm not an employee. I'm an independent contractor. You sent me a contract. I agreed to do it. I fulfilled that contract. And with fulfilling that contract, I expect to be paid as per the contract. And yet you're telling me I can't because there was a glitch in the app, which, okay, fine, there was a glitch in the app. But somehow that's my fault. It's not my fault. That's your guys' issue, not a my issue. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Okay, I'm very sorry if you're actually... Yes, I understand.
All right, so finally, my video cut out because of time constraints on there. Ran out of time. I record all my videos on an old phone, so it has limited capacity on that. I don't feel like right now at this time forking over 100 whatever it is for a GoPro for the purpose I use it for. Normally the video span is, the time is relevant and it works, so, but I went over, so
In 1 mile pickup.
I was able to get that not finally done. It wasn't fully rectified. Now I don't know if hopefully it got recorded. I'll double check about her letting me know that they were going to be recording me during our conversation with the supervisor. More like a intimidation tactic to appease me or whatever, but I really didn't back down. I stayed polite. I was kind of polite through the whole thing. I mean, I was very firm in what I'm saying, but I was not going to sit there and kiss their feet because they're Uber Eats. That's not, no. But they generally, like as you heard from that conversation, that it ended up being they're going to give me $6 instead of $4. She was going to bump it up. I have yet to see that show up there, even though they sent me a thing showing our conversation, and I got to go back and find that on my phone, if it was in an email or how it was delivered to me, or as an alert. It might have been an alert, but then I won't be able to. Unfortunately, I didn't snapshot it, but basically it came down, they're just going to give me $6 and they're going to escalate the issue of why I was able to do that delivery when I should not have done that delivery if when I was doing the pickup the order was canceled technically before I got to the store. But I mean, as soon as I walked into to pick it up, it was already done. And I don't believe, because they kept saying McDonald's, and it was not a McDonald's order, it was a Chick-fil-A order. So I'm thinking what happened is she originally was going to be ordering McDonald's, changed her mind, decided to order Chick-fil-A, went through Chick-fil-A, got that, but they still had it crossed over and it canceled the order out. And because she canceled out the McDonald's portion of it or something, because they kept saying McDonald's and it was not a McDonald's order, it was a Chick-fil-A order, because I know, because I had stacked it with another order that I had gotten, and I picked it up and went that way and got it, and both of the orders were going in the same direction, and that one was first, so that's why I know where it was going and who it was from. Like I said, this is my first bad experience with Uber Eats customer service. There's always an issue. I've had orders canceled, and you know, as I'm in the process of getting there. Now, a lot of times I don't call for that half pay or $3 pay, and I should, but I don't. But this time, it was an order that I actually completed and fulfilled. And my whole thing with them is, you know, they were trying to say, oh, well, I'm going to give you that extra $2, but, you know, just keep in mind, this is a one-time thing. You're not going to be able to call again and keep getting. I'm like, for $2 and 2 hours of my time, you figure that out, okay? That is not worth my time. $1 an hour is not worth my time. This whole thing was a matter of principle. The principal matter being contract law. I fulfilled the contract. I do expect to be paid in full on the contract. And just because there was a glitch in the app on their end does not penalize me. Because I mean, they're just telling me, but if that's the case, then there was a glitch on their end, which I'm kind of hesitant on believing. I think there's more to it than that. So I told them that I would start the process. I want to escalate it up into IT to find out what really happened with this order and everything else, because now the one guy's saying, yeah, they can see it. Now they're saying they can't see nothing other than the order was canceled, which is different than what I was being told earlier. So I'm getting two sides of the story, two stories going on with them as far as an explanation. So I'm not faulting the people there because they can only do what they can do, but you know, all I can do is go Karen and speak to a manager, and that's what I did. If you've had bad experiences with Uber Eats customer service support, you know, put the comments down below, email me, give me these stories, let's get them out there, let's spread the word, because you know what, a lot of times companies don't realize what goes on. They may not, they may, but people just have to follow the script, and sometimes that script is meaningless. It doesn't fit the situation. So they need to have better flexibility and understanding on that. And I believe that Uber Eats does try a little bit more than Doordash. I truly believe that. Now, some people say they don't, some people, or none of them, they're all rip-offs. And the ones that complain the most about everybody being a rip-off are the ones still doing it. So if it's a rip-off, why are you still doing it? You know, so you can complain more. That's just stupid, right? If it's such a rip-off, then stop doing it and quit complaining, because now you have nothing to complain about, unless you want something to complain about. But this is legit. This was a serious concern, and for me, it was a matter of principle. So give me your thumbs up, your comments, and your likes. Give me your stories. I want to hear some stories. I have my email will be down below at timoldmangig@gmail.com. You know, give me those, send me a message, let me know about your experiences, and let's get it out there. So with that, this is Tim Omangig. We're gonna go peace, and we'll talk at you later on Friday when I got a very special thing going on, and so stay tuned for that.